everybody, SSA here, aka Super Sunarashi, your coach of the Groningen Noctowls, bringing you week 5 of the IBA as we face off against Pokemaster Mike, coach of the New York Mews. Now, first off, again, I'm not doing a team builder on the Friday anymore. The last 2 weeks I missed my team builder mostly because of all the stuff that has been going on in my private life. So I'm doing the same thing that I did in my week 1 match, where I will be doing the team builder in the video of the match itself. Secondly, if my voice sounds a little bit soft, a little bit rough, I'm a bit sick. I had to call off from work to this morning as well because I was not feeling great. I'm feeling a lot better right now, but if I sound a little bit sick, then you know the reason why it's that. But I will be going around the team very fast, and then I will show you guys the replay with the commentary. Again, the commentary will also be, you know, me having the sick voice, but then you at least know what's going on. At least I'm trying to get the video out at the time that I need to get this video out, which is 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So, looking at my team, we're bringing Tapu Koko with the Shocker Berry, with Thunderbolt, Dazzling Gleam, Volt Switch, and Grass Knot. Grass Knot is mostly there for the Mamoswine because I'm highly expecting him to bring the Mamoswine. I have the team of him, of course, on the screen as well. He has Tapu Fini, Mega Gallade, Mamoswine, Tangrowth, Rotom Heat, Snorlax, Klefki, Goodra, which is one of his Sea Captains, Swallow, and Mimikyu, which is one of his Sea Captain. And Goodra is also a Mon that I'm suspecting him to bring, and I have faced off against Goodras in the past, and it's an annoying mon to face off against. But we have the Grass Knot for the Mamoswine, and of course we also have the Shocker Berry this week, in case he wants to try to do anything fishy. Of course, Modest Nature, Tapu Koko, which I've been running throughout this whole season because it's probably the most comfortable set I'm used to running a Tapu Koko, so that is that. Then actually going on to my next mon, which is so far I think the MVP of my team so far, X-Drive the Metagross, this time holding the Iron Plate to boost up that Bullet Punch and Meteor Mash, also rocking out Earthquake and Stealth Rocks. Stealth Rocks of course is there to whittle down the Rotom Heat if needed and whittle down a lot of his other mons. Metagross has been amazing. I've said it in the past weeks, I love using Metagross, and this league is making me appreciate Metagross as a competitive mon, so I'm very thankful for the IBA to actually, you know, give me a chance in this Wi-Fi league and give me a chance to use this mon. But Metagross, of course, like this is the perfect set for Metagross in my honest opinion. Bullet Punch, of course, giving us the priority. Meteor Mash, if we can get some tricky attack boost there. And of course, Earthquake hits a lot of his mons. Of course, not the Rotom Heat because of Levitate, but you know, the Mamoswine, the Klefki if he wants to bring the Klefki. It's just an amazing moveset. I probably could have gone for another move instead of Earthquake, thinking about it, but in the off chance, Earthquake just does a lot. Next up, we are bringing, of course, our Mega Blastoise Poseidon with Rapid Spin, Scald, Ice Beam, and Aura Sphere. Nothing much to say, really. Same with Metagross and Tapu Koko. I just love this set with 204 investment in speed, so we have a chance to outspeed some of his mons and put on a lot of, you know, bulk in the HP, and then the rest in his special attack, so we can actually also hit hard. Mega Blastoise is probably my favorite Mega to use in Draft League format at the moment. I've used a lot of Megas in the past, like Mega Gardevoir, Mega Pinsir once, which was not in a Draft League, but still. Mega Blastoise is an absolute monster, and hopefully it can actually do some work against his team. Now next up, we're bringing Tabitha the Incineroar. Incineroar is confirmed for Smash, holding the Assault Vest this time with Flare Blitz, Knockoff, Drain Punch, and U-Turn. We're also running a bit more of a defensive Incineroar in comparison with the last time we used Incineroar, with no investment in speed, investment in defense, special defense, HP, and some in attack. Drain Punch to giving us some HP back if needed. Knockoff, of course, to get some of his items off. Flare Blitz to just hit hard, and then U-Turn to get priority back if needed. So, nothing more to say. Incineroar is confirmed for Smash. So, that is that. Next up, we'll bring Ribombi into this match with Focus Edge, of course, with the Sticky Web, Moonblast, Bug Buzz, and Quiver Dance. Not much to say as well. I can give you guys a little spoiler ahead of the match. I did not use Ribombi that well in this match, and you will see that in the match itself. But Sticky Webs, of course, to slow down one of his, or a lot of his mons, like the Mamoswine, the Mega Gallade, the Goodra. If needed, we can just slow down a lot of his mons with the Sticky Webs, and there's Moonblast, Bug Buzz just hits hard, and if we can actually get to, you know, stat boost our stats with the Quiver Dance, we have that covered. So that is Ribombi, Cardi B the Ribombi, and last but not least, we're bringing, last week we brought Grumpig to the fray. Now we're bringing Hitmonlee, our newest member of the team after week 4, holding the White Herb with Curse, Close Combat, Stone Edge, and Blaze Kick. Blaze Kick, of course, mostly for the tank growth, because if I had to give a guess, I was like Tapu Fini, Mega Gallade, Mamoswine, Tank Growth, and Rotom Heat. You know, those were like certain for me that he will bring, but like the Snorlax, the Klefki, the Goodra, the Swellow, and the Mimikyu, I was still on the off chance he will maybe bring Mimikyu instead of Goodra, or Goodra instead of Snorlax, you know. I knew for a fact he wouldn't bring Klefki and Swellow, because those would not do a lot against my team. So I was, you know, off the off chance of Snorlax, Goodra, and Mimikyu, which he would bring, but I'm bringing Hitmonlee, of course, mostly the Blaze Kick for the tank growth and also for the Mamoswine, Close Combat as well. Stone Edge for the Rotom Heat, and it will also do a lot of damage against the Tapu Fini. White Herb, of course, to, you know, get rid of the curse, and then with Unburden we can actually, you know, maybe do some wild stuff with Hitmonlee. That is the team that will be rocking with. Yeah. If you're hyped for this match, don't forget to hit the like button, comment, share this video with others, slash the subscribe button down below, and hit the bell icon, because then you get notified every time I upload a new video. We'll be going down in the replay right now, so BRB. Here we are with a replay of week 5 of the IBA as we take on my coach of the New York Mews. No face cam again, because as I said at the beginning of this video with the Teambuilder, I'm a bit sick and you don't want to see my face right now because it's actually a mess. My, you know, bags under my eyes are slowly dropping to the floor, if that makes any sense. But you know what team we are bringing to this week, but he's bringing the Rotom Heat, the Mamoswine, the Tank Growth, the Tapu Fini, the Goodra, possibly holding the C move, and the Mega Gallade. So pretty much the team that I expected for him to bring to this match. So I was like, you know, no matter what he's gonna lead off with, I just need to get the Sticky Webs up ASAP, because putting up the Sticky Webs up could be huge for my team. And I know he has like the Tapu Fini there with Defog, but either that way, I still need to get the Sticky Webs up, because it could have been so much use for us in this match. So he's gonna start off with Rotom Heat, so I'm just now clicking that Sticky Webs as I just said. So right away from the bat, we're playing right away, you know, no fooling around with Sticky Webs. He was expecting that probably and going for the full switch here, switching back out, and he's going into Goku, his Mega Gallade. Now here is where I kinda screwed up a little bit with my Ribombi. I checked the Smogon page for Mega Gallade, and I tried to search off if he got any priority moves. Of course, Gallade gets Shadow Sneak. I tried to search down on the page. I did Control Alt F and typed in priority, and I was like, okay, nothing is coming up. But on the Smogon page, Shadow Sneak doesn't set priority. Of course, everybody knows Shadow Sneak got priority, so I can kind of understand that. But I didn't saw that, you know, while during the match. So I thought, you know, whether if he has a priority move or not, let's just click Moonblast here, and if he tries to stay in, we're gonna get a kill off. But, you know, then the Shadow Sneak will pop up, as you can see right here. He will, of course, Mega Evolve first, because if he didn't, that would be against the rules. But he will get the Shadow Sneak off, and Ribombee will go down in the second, third turn of this match. So I should have saved Ribombee here and gone into my Tapu Koko right away from the beginning, or one of my other mounts like the Incineroar. The Incineroar would have been perfect for here, but Ribombee is gone. I go into my Tapu Koko. I can now just click a free Dazzling. Ooh, excuse me, I'm a bit sick, of course. I'm going to go into my Dazzling Gleam here on the Tapu Koko, and as you can see right here, it's still going to do an amazing damage. The reason why I didn't went for Thunderbolt on the Mega Glade was if he was going for the Mamoswine, and the Dazzling Gleam would have connect on the Mamoswine, and we could have clicked Grass Knot after that. Then he goes into his Rotom Heat again. I just click Dazzling Gleam again. If he wants to stay in, try to put up the lead sheet or anything, Dazzling Gleam will kill. So he's switching out into his Rotom Heat. I can now just go into my Volt Switch and switch back out into my Incineroar right here, because I thought Incineroar with Assault Vest can do amazing damage to this Rotom Heat. Now he's going to Volt Switch as well, as you can see here, which will not do enough to my Incineroar, and the Rotom Heat has been whittled down enough that we can take care of it later on in the match. Now he goes into his Tapu Fini, and I'm like, I'm Assault Vest, I put up the cogs, he's probably going for the Defog. I need to get this knockoff off, because if this thing is running a Choice Specs or something else that is crazy, at least that is gone. So we are going for the knockoff here, and we actually do outspeed, and the knockoff is, the Choice Specs on the Tapu Fini is gone. So the sticky webs are gone, so basically Ribombee put up the sticky webs, then died for nothing, and the sticky webs are gone. So as I said before, I really played badly with my Ribombee here, and hopefully in the next matches that we will use Ribombee, I will do much better. But I'm going for the U-turn here on the Tapu Fini and go into my Metagross right now. As I said before, Metagross has been the MVP, and we are going to avoid that Hydro Pump. Again, Metagross is the MVP. You can't hit him with a Hydro Pump. You won't hit him with a Hydro Pump. Nobody can hit him with a Hydro Pump. But I'm going for the Meteor Mash now, of course, trying to get a cheeky attack boost here. And if he wants to stay in on the Tapu Fini, it would still have done an amazing damage to the Tapu Fini, because it was a Choice Specs Tapu Fini. So I was thinking in the match itself, it's probably not going to be that much of a defensive Tapu Fini. So we're going to get another Meteor Mash off on the Tangrowth as he's going to lead sheet. And at this point, I was like, if this thing is running Protect, now is the best time to find out if he has. So I just clicked Meteor Mash again, and if he didn't have Protect, he would have killed. And if he wants to switch out, we're still doing enough damage to any of his side of the field. He's actually showing that he is running Protect here, so Protect, Leech Sheet, Leftovers, Tangrowth with Regenerator. A very big boy indeed. So we will not hit the Meteor Mash, and the Leech Sheet with the Leftovers will put him in a range that he will survive a Meteor Mash at this point. So I was like, I'm not messing around with this anymore longer. I've learned that from in the past. So I'm going into my Poseidon, a very risky move if he wants to, hit us with a Giga Drain or something. He's actually going for the Earthquake, and we will actually tank that very well. 40 HP damage in total, and at this point he knows that a Ice Beam at this range will probably kill off his Tangrowth, or at least put him in range that a Regenerator will do not much. So I will Mega Evolve, of course, and I will click Ice Beam. The Goodra is now in here, and again, this was the perfect time to see if this Goodra was holding a C move or if he was like Assault Vested. And looking at this damage that Blastoise is doing, I was very sure that this thing was AV. So I'm like, I'm not fooling around with this. I'm going back into my Metagross, because Metagross could actually potentially harm this thing. But here is where I have to give Pokemaster my credit, because he prepped well with this Goodra. He's going to Thunderbolt first, and then he will actually use a Flamethrower next, because that will take care of our Metagross. And in the match itself, I was kind of shocked. I was like, damn, I got played. But then we are actually going into one of the surprising mons from my side of the field in this match. Hitmonlee, the Hitmonlee. So I was like, he's not gonna stay in. Now is the perfect time to use Curse. And as you can see, I will use Curse. And at this point, I still had a chance to bring this match back to my side. So I knew Blaze Kick has a high chance to crit, and with the curse now up and unburdened, with the speed stat still being as it is, and even higher with unburden, we can outspeed, and I can actually try to hit those Blaze Kicks on the tank bro. We won't get a crit here. He's now going to use a Giga Drain, which will do about 45% to my Hitmonlee, and I knew, you know, he was going for a protect either way to get as much HP back, so I just clicked Blaze Click either way. Could have gone for another curse here. That would have been a huge, but I was not planning to take a risk to, you know, lower my speed anymore, even if we have unburden. So we're gonna click a Blaze Kick again, and unfortunately for him, and fortunately for me, we will get the crit here with the Blaze Click, and the tank growth is down. So a huge defensive threat on his side of the field was now gone. Now, did you remember earlier in this match that he missed the Hydro Pump on my Metagross? Well, I went for a Stone Edge because I saw in the calc that Stone Edge will do a lot of damage to the Tapu Fini, but we will miss the Stone Edge right now. So I kind of deserve that after the Hydro Pump miss on his side of the field, and Hitmonlee will of course go down through the Moonblast of the Tapu Fini. Now at this point I was like, it's going to be very hard for me to actually do something in this match. I go into my Tapu Koko to get the Electric Terrain at least up against this Tapu Fini, and at this point I'm going, okay, so this is where I kind of made a big IQ play. I knew he was going into his Mamoswine. I 100% knew he was going into his Mamoswine. I clicked Resnot here, 100% he was going into his Mamoswine. And if he didn't, you know, get into his Mamoswine and he stayed in, the Grass Knot would still have done amazing damage to the Tapu Fini. But I knew for a fact he would go into his Mamoswine right here. So as you can see here, he will actually go into his Gilgamesh, the Mamoswine. I was like, in the match itself, I was like, yes! Then I saw the berry and I was like, fuck no! Fuck no! Then I saw the damage and I was like, okay, we're still great. We're still good. The next Grass Knot was still killed. No worries, no worries, no worries. He's going to use Ice Shot to at least do some chip damage on my Nesquik. It will do 40 HP here, but the next Grass Knot will kill off his Mamoswine. And I think at this point, I still clicked one move on my Tapu Koko each time and switched out. So he could still possibly be under the impression that I was Choice Scarf of anything. But here I revealed that I'm actually not. And I used Volt Switch to do as much damage on this Gallade as I can. Now I could have clicked Toxic here. If I did, this thing would have probably gone down. But I don't think it would matter that much. He is going to close combat on the Blastoise, and the Blastoise is now 5 HP, and I was like, yeah, just sack this thing off right now. It's not going to be that much of a huge. Thinking back about it, I probably should have clicked Dazzling Gleam or Thunderbolt on the Mega Gallade there with my Nesquik. So here I go into my Tapu Koko again, and he's actually going to switch out right now into his Easy Bake, the Rotom Heat. I'm actually going to use Thunderbolt right now, and that thing is actually going down. But he still has that Goodra on his side of the field. And he still has, you know, he still has that Goodra. And I was like, I'm gonna get smacked by another Goodra. I'm going into my Incineroar right now here against this Goodra. Intimidate will go off, but that is not going to do much as this is a special Goodra. So the Sludge Bomb will not do much because we are AV, but we are gonna get poison here. Very unlucky for us. You know, in terms of when it comes to stats, conditions, I'm being very unlucky this season, but it is what it is. I went for a knockoff here because if he decides to stay in and do something else, we could maybe potentially knock off that Azult Fest. He's gonna switch out into his Tapu Fini. That's great by him, by the way. He's now going to use Surf, and Incineroar will go down. So you know, we did pretty well in the beginning of this match, besides the whole Ribombee fiasco, of course. But he just played smart there with his Gudra, and his Gudra was actually a very good prep from his part, because if we still had Metagross here, we would have been in a much better situation. But yeah, the Thunderbolt will kill off the Tapu Fini. My apologies, I'm blanking out a little bit. Again, I'm a little bit sick. But then, you know, the Tapu Koko. I just click Dazzling Gleam. It's not going to do much against this Gudra. And then the Sludge Bomb will actually kill off the Tapu Koko. And we will lose this match with 2-0. So, an amazing match by Mike. Amazing prep by his side. Again, I could have played better with the Ribombee, and maybe I should have clicked Thunderbolt on the Mega Gallade back when I was in it with Tapu Koko. We're now currently 1 win and 4 losses. So, you know, trying to reach playoffs is going to be an mission impossible at this point. There's still a chance, but not only do we need to win our matches, we're definitely dependable on what our conference members are doing. Aaron, Poise, and New Nation Games. So if they lose their matches in the upcoming weeks, and I can hopefully strap some wins in the upcoming weeks, we still have a chance. But at this point, I'm more having the mindset of let's try to at least win some matches and put our, you know, differential as low as possible. So, and with low, I of course means that we don't get too much in the minus, and maybe even, you know, try to get in the plus, and hopefully, you know, try some stuff out. Hopefully, you know, surprise some of our opponents, because again, this is my 2nd Wi-Fi league I'm in, and you know, so far I made a lot of progress back when I did the PMCD league. And I'm still thinking that I can actually pull out some wins this season. Of course, we have to face against Aaron, Poise, and New Nation Games at the end of this regular season, the last 3 season matches. So we can still, you know, if anything goes well, try to scrape up points there and try to get on the 2nd place. Because I think 1st place is going to be very hard. I think Aaron is now currently on top with just 1 loss, which was against me. Yay. But yeah, it's gonna be hard, but you know, I'm having fun. Everybody in this league is so friendly. Be sure to check them out. Everybody in this league is so nice, and they are such amazing battlers. So be sure to check them out. Check out Pokemaster Mike. Of course, his channel will be in the description as well. Be sure to check out the IBA Twitter. Follow us. Subscribe to the IBA YouTube account, because all the matches will be on playlist on there as well. So if you're hyped to see all of the matches in a row, I highly suggest you should subscribe to the IBA YouTube account and follow me on Twitter for the latest updates. Of course, if I'm sick or if I can't get the video done on time, most likely I will also be putting that on Twitter as well. I have also my Discord. I think I haven't plugged my Discord a lot, but I have my own Discord. It's not a big Discord, but if you want to join, check it out in the description as well. If you enjoyed this match, don't forget to hit the like button, comment, share this video without a slash subscribe button down below, and hit the bell icon, because then you get notified every time I upload a new video, and that is sincerely appreciated. But I'm going to end this video off and probably gonna drink some tea to get my throat back in shape. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye bye!